My tribute speech is to my stepmother. I wanted to tribute this to her because she means a lot to me, and I don't know, I wanted to dedicate this to her. So in my introduction, I talk about who she is, and my stepmother, her name is Joshibeth Garza, but we all always have called her Joshi, and yeah, she's been with us for pretty much like my whole life. She's pretty much raised me with my dad, and has just been my mom my whole life, and she's a beautiful, giving, kind person. She's so wise. I mean, she's my mom, so she's an adult, but anyways, she gives me the best advice that I could ever ask for, and she's always just there for me. She means the world to me, and she's just a very important figure in my life, and she has showed me and taught me so many things, and I am so eternally grateful, endlessly grateful. But this was me and my sister and her back in maybe 2016. It was fun times. Personal values. Personal qualities, and her personal values have taught me a lot of things in my life and have made me who I am today. So here we go. Her individuality. Her individuality has, in her uniqueness, has made me, discover who I am. I remember a lot of times when I was in elementary school, I was super insecure, and I was, I guess, shameful of who I was. I didn't really like who I was, and my stepmom had taught me that I just needed to embrace my uniqueness, and instead of seeing the flaws that I have, embrace them. And not only did she teach me that and tell me that she was that, she didn't care about what people thought. She did whatever she wanted. She did the things that she liked to do. She was not ashamed of who she was. She didn't care about what people thought. And I think that uniqueness and that mentality was, it helped me a lot through those years. I'm fine now, but I wouldn't have been if she wasn't there to support me and, teach me these things. Yeah. Next. Her goodness. She is such a good and kind person. She's so, selfless, and I think you don't really see that a lot nowadays, and she's just one of those rare people that she's not judgmental whatsoever. She's always so understanding of people's situations, even if they don't have a situation. She's always there to, not judge somebody by what they look like, or just by personality. Just by first glance, she's not going to just assume something of them. She's just a really good person. And she's, like I said, a very selfless person. And I've always struggled with being kind of like a selfless person. I've always wanted to be that kind person that people could go to, and she is that person, and I want to be like that. I want to be a good person that has a good impact on people's lives, spreads positivity and does not doesn't shine the negativity, always thinking about the positive in situations, and not completely ignoring the negative, but acknowledging it and moving past it. And lastly, the last value is her decisiveness. I cannot tell you how many times I have had a decision that I've needed to make, and she has just been my number one person to go to and ask what I should do. And I've relied on that for a very long time now, and she's always just gave me the best advice, and she always knows what is the best. She always knows what's right. Well, not always, but she's always giving the most wise advice I could ever intake, and always telling me. I don't always follow that advice, but I probably should, but she's always there when I need it, and even if I don't need it. But I don't necessarily depend on it, but I definitely depend on it, Anyways, continue. Conclusion. My stepmom, Joshi, she is probably, I don't know what I would do without her. She is my support. She is my rock. She is everything to me, and more. She's just the person I would always need in every lifetime. And I don't know where I'd be without her. Definitely not who I am today, but she's made me who I am today. She's raised me. She's been there always, and she always will be, because she's my mom and I'm her daughter. And this picture is me and her in Disney. We just took a picture in front of the castle. That was this year. And I added one more touch, and this is memory lane, and these are just a bunch of pictures of her, and picture of our whole family, and then just little pictures of her. I just wanted to add that because pictures. Anyways, thank you. And that is the conclusion of my slide.